So now, ladies and gentlemen, let's now move on to the much awaited segment of the evening, the Women of Vision Awards presented by Lubrizol. These award felicitations celebrate the tremendous efforts by women from across segments of Indian construction and building materials industry in influencing a more equal future through their own courage and pioneering efforts. Now, these awards are dedicated to creating a positive change and inspiring other women through exceptional displays of leadership by rising against all the odds. Now, before we begin with the felicitations, let us actually hear a short message from Mr. Vincent S. Masiti, General Manager, Temprite Engineered Polymers, Lubrizol Advanced Materials, Inc. And let's actually find out what he has to say about the Women of Vision Awards being presented today. So with that, Mr. Vincent, over to you, sir.
Kavya ji, thank you very much for the introduction, and I'm so honored to be here. You can hear me okay, correct? You're able to hear?
Absolutely.
Yes, very good. So listen, following Shweta, wow, that's a difficult task. What a tremendous speaker, and all of you, really, I want to wish all of you a good day, and to say thank you for joining this event that Lubrizol is hosting along with Realty Plus. And it's an honor for me to be participating in this event. Just hearing, I've been on for about several minutes, most of an hour, and to hear the authenticity and the wisdom and the great experiences of these women, it's fantastic. It really is. It's been a benefit for me. And Shweta's 5 points, I'm taking notes on those because those were good universities. So I really appreciate that. So when I was asked to make some brief comments on the importance of diversity and inclusion, I couldn't think of a better way to sum it up than with a quote that I have used often over the years in raising my children. As they were growing up, I would try to very much to teach them a value of teamwork and the value of sticking together. And the quote that I used very often was, "None of us is as good as all of us." And I can't think of a better way to capture what I believe is the essence of diversity and inclusion with this quote. None of us is as good as all of us. When we think about organizations, businesses, or teams that achieve the most success, they all have one thing in common. They include and employ the ideas, the skills, and the talents of all their people. At Lubrizol, we take diversity and inclusion very seriously. I'm very proud to serve on our D&I Council, as we call it, which is comprised of leaders from around the country, around the world, from diverse backgrounds. We meet regularly, we share ideas, we share our initiatives, and we're accountable to Lubrizol's executive leadership for advancing the company's overall D&I goals and strategies. But more important than having meetings and setting targets is taking action, and I'm very proud of what we were doing on that front as well. Whether in terms of supporting future leaders like Pooja Shetty, who with the team at Realty Plus has organized this event for us, and Lainey Leota from our North American team, whom I've seen here on the screen, or having O'Neill Pinto, our regional director, be the very first leader from South Asia to also manage a European team in our company. For many years, we've had the EMEAI region. Now India is running that region, not Europe. But when it comes to the impact of women in our industry, it's really great to see the extraordinary contribution that women have made, and no one can deny it. The contribution that women have made around the world and across very, very many industries. And as I look at these talented women being recognized today and the women on the panel, I'm so impressed and grateful for all their wonderful achievements. For the quote that Pooja included in the invitation for this event, here's to strong women. May we know them, may we be them, and may we raise them. And I'll add one more note, is don't forget to thank or honor the memory of your mothers, because it all started with those strong women, right? So congratulations and best wishes to the winners of the Women of Vision Awards. And I'll send it now back to you, Kavya.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Masiti. In fact, very beautifully shared your points. in fact, your takeaways for that matter from the previous set of speakers, and also adding in your own value-added points for all of us. And the last bit especially to take it from the mothers, because that is where it all began. So thank you so much for sharing that, sir. With that, ladies and gentlemen, all of our attendees, it's time for that part of the segment that we've all been waiting for, because on that encouraging note, and without further ado, let's bring on stage the wonderful women of vision, and let's actually hear it from them. So what I'm going to do is, meanwhile, we're also going to be requesting all our set of awardees to please stay with us backstage, because we would want you all back again for a Kodak moment or a Canon moment as well, and also for a special thank you message. So all our awardees who are joining us backstage, we're going to request you to also stay with us till the end of the program for a complete group photograph, if I may put this. Meanwhile, do remember to tag us in your lovely winning shots. Our social media handles are @Realty Plus on Facebook, @RP Realty Plus on Twitter, and RP_Realty on Instagram. This event is being live streamed at Realty Plus website, www.realtyplusmag.com, and Realty Plus Facebook page, @RP Realty Plus. With that, I now present our recipients for the Women of Vision Awards in the alphabetical order. But let's have the AV for the first winner of the Women of Vision Awards.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we present the winners of the Lubrizol Presents Women of a Vision Awards, organized by Realty Plus Masterclass. These awards honor extraordinary women in the building material industry for their contributions. Join us to witness an inspiring vision that empowers the nation. Here is to celebrating women. May we know them, may we be them, may we raise them. We begin the first award of the evening, presented to a very special woman who has the distinct honor of being India's first firewoman and has been paving the way for various policy changes in the field of fire service. And the award goes to Miss Harshani Khanekar, first woman firefighter in India, Chief Manager, Fire Services, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation.
That's right indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Harshani Khanekar, the Chief Manager, Fire Services, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, who joined the prestigious National Fire Service College, Nagpur, which is the only college in the entire Southeast Asia, in 2002, and became the Fire Lady Fire Engineer of India in 2006. She joined ONGC of the Mehsana Asset, Gujarat, followed by the Drilling Services, Mumbai, and later at Panvel. She's completed around 15 years of service. So if I may please request Mr. Vincent S. Masiti to present the Women of Vision felicitation to the one and only, the first woman firefighter of India, Miss Harshani Khanekar.
Harshani, congratulations to you. It's an excellent, it's an honor for me to present. How do you feel?
Absolutely. It is always a great feeling that I represent the women in this, we could say, untouched profession by women till 2002, and I'm very privileged to become the first one to join National Fire Service College and become the first lady fire engineer of India. It's always been very precious for me.
Harshani, that's tremendous, and congratulations. Tell me, can you share a few words for the young women out there who are thinking differently and on the concept of thinking differently and choosing a path-breaking profession like you have?
Yes, sure, sir. Because I'm so glad, because I'm very happy because I lived up to my dream. Because wearing uniform and serving my nation was my dream, and I was trying for I was looking for joining Army, Navy, and Air Force, and fortunately I got to know about this college and got to know that this college has uniform. So only for that uniform purpose I purchased that form, and I was unaware of the fact that it's a completely gents college, and I took admission there, and it was really hard work to sustain in a gents college uh, for a lone lady for 3.5 years. It was a big duration, and I passed the course with the colors. So this is possible only because due to my passion about my dreams. So just live your dream, follow your dreams.
Great advice. That is fantastic advice. I see you have a firefighter's helper with you there as well. I'm sure he's very proud of his mom.
Thank you so much, sir.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations indeed, Harshini. And I do hope if Bollywood is listening, they should be soon making a biopic on your story, because this is absolutely inspiring, I must admit.
Yes, some of them have approached me.
All right, so looks like we may soon see the story on the big screen then. But mighty congratulations on that note, Harshini.
Thank you so much.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, with that, while we will be requesting all our recipients to please stay with us backstage, it's also now time to take a look at our next awardee. Let's have the AV, please.
Our next award recipient is a womanpreneur who is a robust believer in diversity. Under her leadership, the company has won the brand some of the largest and tallest infrastructure development projects in and out of India. And the award goes to Miss Priya Nazareth, a womanpreneur, Director, Monshare Fire Protection Systems Private Limited.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Priya Nazareth, a transformational leader and robust believer in diversity. She incepted her entrepreneurial pursuit and has been promoting education and awareness program for fire and security emergencies via digital platforms, and leads the Mumbai chapter for FSAI for Women's Safety, Surakshit Nari initiative in India. So on that note, I welcome the successful womenpreneur and an inspiring leader that she is, Ms. Priya Nazareth, Director, Monshare India Safety Equipments. With that, Mr. Vincent, I hand it over to you to do the honors.
Thank you very much. And Priya, thank you and congratulations. It's an honor to meet you and to present you this award. What are your thoughts right now?
You are on mute, Priya.
I'm sorry about that. I thank Lubrizol team for this honor, and to all the women here, I would like to share a quote by the inspirational speaker Mariana Costa. A world where women are part of designing and building technology is a world where women are part of shaping our future, and that will be a better world for all of us. So I would like to end with that note.
That's fantastic. Hey, listen, Priya, would you like, and I know of Monshare through my team there in Mumbai, right, and how much work you're doing. Right. Would you like to also say a few words for the young aspiring women professionals out there?
Well, I would like to say the same thing, that go there and try and achieve your dreams, and always dream big. And yeah. That's all.
Dream big. Yeah. Priya, thank you very much. You've done it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I think that's where the secret lies, in dreaming big and making it happen. So on that note, congratulations to you, Priya, for actually inspiring us all. And on that note, I'm going to request you to please stay with us backstage as well.
Sure, I'll do that.
Thank you. Yes, indeed. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we're now moving on to finding out our next women of substance. And on that note, let's have the AV, please.
The next award honors first woman industrialist of Odisha in the field of real estate, who stands today as an icon for aspirants who look up to her as a role model. And the award goes to Miss Ratnamala Swain, first woman industrialist of Odisha in real estate, Director, D.N. Homes.
Absolutely, indeed. In fact, Ms. Swain, since 1987, has worked closely with the government of Odisha to create employment opportunities for unemployed engineers and architects, and was able to create more than 5,000 jobs for them. She entered entrepreneurship in Odisha in 1989 as a civil contractor, constructing public roads, buildings, and field channels, arguably the first woman in the eastern region to enter what was known as a man's business. Since then, she has set up her architectural consulting firm, AR Engineers, and written the growth story for one of Odisha's premier residential and commercial realty groups, which is D.N. Homes, as its director. So yes, indeed, here it is. Cheers to the first industrialist in real estate from the state of Odisha, Ms. Ratnamala Swain, Director, D.N. Homes. May I please request Mr. Vincent S. Masiti to present the felicitation.
Ratnamala, congratulations to you, and it's my pleasure to be here and see you get this award. How are you feeling right now?
Great, great. Thank you, Mr. Vincent, and hello. Thank you, Mr. Vincent. Thank you, Swapna Srivastava-ji, Editor Reality Plus, for this nomination. In fact, it is a great privilege and honor to be here in this platform and receive the award Women of Vision. I will treasure this for the year ahead.
Ratnamala, that's fantastic. And would you care to share with us some inspiring moments from your own journey of facing the challenges and succeeding against the odds? You've done some amazing things.
Sure. Since my entry to the construction industry in 1989 and real estate industry in 2003, I have always performed my duties and my work as a yajna, and each moment I have been giving myself as ahuti in it. I had never thought that one day I will be receiving this award, such a prestigious award from one of the most respected publication and media house of India, as a recognition of my work. I have ever realized that every good work, every hard work, and every different work gets noticed. This award to me will inspire many young entrepreneurs, specifically women entrepreneurs and small town girls, to dream big and score higher. It will inspire and remind them that most of the big stories are written in small towns. I would like to tell my daughter and her friends, my colleagues, and all the ladies watching this program that believe in yourself and use that belief to ignite the spark within yourself, and don't wait for others to ignite the spark in you. Ladies, nothing is impossible for women today. So get after your dreams, ambitions, and hard work to ensure these dreams turn into reality. Very often I have been asked, how could you choose this profession, the real estate industry, which is so tough and so challenging and so demanding? I always reply, even now also I would like to tell all of you that irrespective of profession and gender, for every human being, life is a battlefield. You have to fight your own battle. Whether you win or you lose does not matter. But you have to fight and rise in life. I would like to conclude with few powerful lines from the poem of Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I will rise, I will rise, I will rise. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still like air, I will rise, I will rise, I will rise. Thank you.
Ratnamala, that's fantastic. That is beautiful, and you make me very proud. I'm a small town person as well, so it makes me very proud. You're very inspiring. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much indeed, Ratnamala ji, because I think you beautifully shared how big dreams are actually born in these small towns. And I think that's something that every girl sitting out there in any part of the country will truly, truly resonate. Thank you so much indeed. With that, after hearing that courageous journey, let's now also move on to finding out our next eminent woman leader, the recipient of this beautiful award. And let's have the AV, please.
Moving forward, our next award recipient is the founder partner of one of world's first architecture practices to report a gender pay gap in favor of its female employees. And the award goes to architect Sonali Rastogi, gender positive practice, founder partner, Morphogenesis.
Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have with us architect Sonali Rastogi, the founding partner, Morphogenesis, and she's an ex-member of the Delhi Urban Arts Commission, a fellow of the Indian Institute of Architects, Royal Society of Arts, UK, and a chartered member of the Royal Institute of British Architects. She's also been the Gallatley Dixon Visiting Scholar at the University of Bath, and her active participation in the modernization of Delhi's unified bylaws and the incorporation of public art in the city's fabric are expressions of her commitment to environmental and cultural sustainability. She's brought significant attention to gender issues, and today, Morphogenesis is an exemplary example for the profession for equal opportunity and gender pay parity. So on that note, may I please request Mr. Masiti to please do the honors.
Sonali, congratulations to you, and thank you so much for the honor of giving me this award. Please, can you tell us what inspired you to create this organization without gender bias, and how you did it?
I discovered by accident that Morphogenesis, I discovered 2 years ago in a global survey carried out by Devine, that Morphogenesis is the only firm which has pay parity positive towards women, 2% positive towards women. And it was not by design. The Morphogenesis was set up for creative people to express themselves in a free environment in a practice of architecture. That was definitely the value and ethos with which it was set up. Thus, gender, pro-women or pro-men, gender was not a question. And I think by making gender a non-issue, it's become a very equal workplace, and it's benefited by that. So I don't think we come across too many gender issues, simply because I think we've become agnostic. I think even if they exist, we just refuse to recognize them. And every individual is treated with empathy and their needs addressed at the workplace. So whether it is women during childbearing years, and whether they're allowed to come back with children to work, whether shorter work hours, whether workloads just simply very easily move within the team, men, women, men also have to stay at home to look after aging parents, and that's given equal consideration. So it's just that not being terribly bothered about uplifting the gender role has actually landed up equalizing it completely. And the numbers came back from a global survey, which I didn't even know was taking place. And that's what really amazed me and made me feel proud that together with the women of Morphogenesis and the men of Morphogenesis, we had established this unbelievable data point. And women in Morphogenesis, though, I have to say, they don't ever leave, because we create such an equal situation. We allow for the day-to-day, the morphogenesis allows. I don't feel I have the right to say I allow. Morphogenesis allows for the daily functioning of every individual, whether it is to do with the grocery list, or they're dropping the child off to school, or bringing the dog to work, or taking old parents for the COVID shot. It allows for all of this. So when life and work become one place, I think that's truly when one can address inequalities in society. Gender issue may be one of them, but we don't experience it anymore.
Wow, Sonali ji, that's fantastic, and what you're doing now, let's hope one day it's norm across so many industries, and the future generations, whether it's conscious or unconscious, biases that we have around gender and work versus home, maybe that they can they'll continue to diminish over the generations because of the great work you're doing. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you. I'm honored.
Thank you so much indeed, Sonali ji, because I've also had the opportunity to listen to you in so many conferences, and I think the story of morphogenesis will have a cascading effect across other organizations as well, and will be absolutely inspiring. So thank you so much, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, with that, let's now move forward to also welcome the Young Woman Achiever. Let's take a look at this, AD.
The next award goes to the first woman firefighter to be appointed by the Airport Authority of India, who now trains both men and women aspiring to be firefighters. And the award goes to Miss Tanya Sanyal, first woman firefighter appointed by AAI, Aviation Firefighter Airport Authority of India.
It's such a delight indeed to have on board Tanya Sanyal, the first woman to be hired by Airport Authority of India in the male job of firefighting. In fact, she holds masters in botany, and her initial training as firefighter happened in Delhi, where she was the only girl in the training center. It took her 5 months to complete the training before joining Airports Authority of India as its first woman firefighter. She now trains both men and a handful of women aspiring to be firefighters with the AAI. So with that, Mr. Vincent, over to you to do the honors.
Tanya, congratulations. Tell me how you're feeling with this honor and this recognition.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Hello.
So tell me, how are you feeling? How are you feeling with this honor and recognition? It's such a pleasure to present it to you.
First of all, I really wish to thank you guys for this and enriching experience and a matter of great pride to be a part of this program. And I sincere gratitude to Airports Authority of India for this golden opportunity that I got chance to serve my nation through Airports Authority of India. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Are you able to share a few words on what inspired you to take this this pioneering journey that you're on?
Yes, definitely. I always believe that the hidden meaning of impossible is I am possible. And with the same belief, I applied for this job. So yes, and of course, I think Oman symbolizes Shakti, that is power. So there is nothing that we can't do. So the necessary thing is to dream and focus in our goal. And we have to put all the dedication and determination towards it. And I wanted to say that women and men are complementary to each other. So movement is not just to be at shoulder to shoulder with man in their own rights. Yeah, I think.
Well, that's fantastic, Tanya. Wow, the future is bright. Seeing someone like you here, and congratulations so much, Kavya.
Thank you indeed, Tanya, and
Thank you so much.
congratulations. I think it really proves that a woman on mission will for mission. So on that wonderful note and inspiring note, let's also move on, because last but not the least, let's take a look at our final award recipient. Meanwhile, I'm also going to request all the previous recipients to please stay with us backstage, because we will have you all back on the screen for a group photograph. So on that note, let's take a look at our final award recipient. Let's have the AV, please.
Last but not the least, our concluding award recipient is an expert in ecological design, eco-friendly materials and appropriate building technologies. She is also known as Woman of Pondicherry and has represented India at Professional Fellows Congress, USA. And the award goes to Architect Trupti Doshi, Woman of Pondicherry, co-founder and principal architect, the Aroma Group.
Absolutely splendid indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, Trupti Doshi heads her architectural design practice and the Builder Developer Group, and is recognized among the top 10 eco-architects of India. She comes with more than 20 years of experience in ecological architecture and sustainable engineering. She has been India's youngest woman architect, whose work has been featured by the United Nations Environment Programme as a model for sustainable development in India. She represented India at the first ever Women TEDx in Greece, and she's been the chief co-architect of Sri Aurobindo Society, an international NGO, for more than 12 years. On that note, may I please request Mr. Masiti to please present the felicitation.
Thank you, Kavya. Trupti, thank you so much for joining, and congratulations on this honor. How are you feeling?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you at Realty Plus. Thank you, Vincent, Sapna, Kavya. It's wonderful to be on this platform. Sapna and I have been conversing since a while. And yes, it is wonderful. It feels like the right thing to do, because womanhood and sustainability are deeply interconnected. As a woman, you naturally care about nature. In fact, the word for in Hindi or in Sanskrit, the word prakriti, which is nature, is a feminine word. So I think both go hand in hand, and the aspect of care for nature and care for everything that we do comes very naturally to women. And that was one of the reasons which made me choose to practice sustainable design, and very consciously make a choice of not being on the conveyor belt of conventional construction, but choose a different path. And when I chose this path 20 years ago, sustainability was not a word which was even known. So it was really a path that not many had tread before. And it has been a wonderful journey. And thank you so much for recognizing it and celebrating it. It feels wonderful. And I hope it will serve as an inspiration to other women in any field, may it be, to follow a path which is less walked upon before.
Congratulations again, Trupti ji, and it's been an honor to see all of these wonderful women and hear all of your stories. It's been an inspiration to me. Kavya, please, back to you.
Thank you very much, and congratulations indeed, Trupti. If I may please request you to stay with us, because yes, indeed, it's been a very pioneering moment to hear stories from such amazing set of women who are creating an impact in the society with their work and with their words as well. But on that note, thank you as well, Mr. Vincent, for being with us here today and honoring the women of vision. I would also request you to please stay with us, and may I please request all our awardees to join us here on the main screen for a quick group picture. So we're going to have an interesting screenshot. If I may request all of our awardees, please join us back on the main screen. I think it's going to be absolutely a powerful display of all these women leaders here. All our awardees, I'm going to request you all to please turn on your videos and join us all on the main screen. I think it's all going to happen back to back, one after the other, a powerful display of influence and impact here. All the awardees, Tanya, then Harshini ji, everybody, one after the other, we're going to request you to please turn on your videos and please stay with us for a quick screenshot. We're going to do that in the terms of Kodak moment or a Canon moment for all of us. If I may also request Mr. Vincent to please stay with us as well.
Oh, okay, sure. I was trying to make the picture less, better looking picture. So if you still want me on here, that's okay.
Oh, absolutely, sir. But it'll be wonderful to have you on board as well. Maybe if you'd like to have a personal screenshot of all the women here first, and then maybe we'll have one with you as well. But everybody, let's have your videos on. And looks like everyone's here. So with that, I'm going to back off for a little while and let's have a screenshot of all you lovely women as well. Meanwhile, you can all please go and say cheese. You can all flash your lovely smiles to all the attendees, everybody out there, as we get a beautiful screenshot of all you lovely awardees who are inspiring us each and every day with your work and your words. All right, so with that, let me also quickly take a look if we could also have Radhaji has turned her video on. Okay, if I may please request. Oh yes, it's wonderful to, very nice indeed. Looks like we managed to get our screenshot. I think if my team can give me a quick thumbs up, that means we managed to get a screenshot. But nevertheless, I think it's turned out to be so beautiful to see how speakers joined us first to share their insights, and then we've had these beautiful set of awardees who have shared their inspiration as well. Looks like I've got a thumbs up from the team, so looks like we managed to get our screenshot. I know that in a live event it would be a different scenario, but I think it's wonderful to see your smiles transcend across the screens for all of us at our attendees. So congratulations once again to all of you, and thank you for inspiring us all every day. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Masiti, as well.
My pleasure. Excellent organization. Congratulations.
Thank you indeed. You know, I must admit, attendees, that sometimes, you know, the stories are out there and it takes the right set of teams to also bring out the stories, these wonderful set of women journeys as well. And I must thank Lubrizol for creating this beautiful program for all of us in association with the Realty Plus team. But on that note, it's not over until it's over. I now invite Mr. Vinay Agarwal, the business head Temprite South Asia, and Mr. Vininder Singh Baveja, the Chief Operating Officer, Prince Pipes and Fittings Limited, to join us to give a thank you note. In fact, first up, Mr. Vinay Agarwal comes with more than 12 years of work experience in strategy, business development and sales, and he spent more than 6 years in Tata Group as strategy manager and has been with Lubrizol for nearly 5 years. He loves to interact with people and is inspired by success stories of people with diverse background. At the same time, we have with us Mr. Vininder Baveja, who's an operations and IT leader with rich experience of more than 17 years with Volvo Eicher Commercial Vehicles and Hindustan Unilever, prior to joining Prince Pipes and Fittings Limited. He leads the sales and marketing, manufacturing and IT verticals of the company, driving the digital agenda across functions to be the true business differentiator, delivering a competitive edge. So we've got two leaders as well joining in to share a thank you note with us all. So with that, if I may please request Mr. Vinay and Mr. Vininder to please share your words.
Sure. Thank you, Kavya. Thank you for this opportunity. I think it has been a wonderful event. You can see in my background a picture of a rover landing on Mars, and you will be wondering why. Actually, I and my 3-year-old son are both big fans of space programs. And I believe that, you know, building a new house or architecture is very similar to a space program. Why? Because, you know, both are taking human or a family to a new place to start their life. And we have had so many women from India who are so successful in NASA space programs, be it Kalpana Chawla, be it Sunita Williams, or recently Dr. Swati Mohan. And the reason is women know how to build a home better than anyone else. And I'm very fortunate that I met many shining stars of building and construction industry in India today. And I'm very sure that your achievement will inspire others to change our society. I want to thank the entire Reality Plus team, including Sapna and Kabya, you for organizing this special event, I would say, and the entire team at Lubrizol, including Pooja, who has been leading this from our side, who made this successful. And my sincere thanks to all leaders who encourage and promote diversity at workplace. It has been a pleasure listening to you today. In fact, I had the fortune of meeting Mother Teresa as a very young kid way back in 1995. And I cannot forget what she said. She told me that, I alone cannot change the world, but I hope to inspire others to take the next steps. And with that, I invite Vininder, who is a dear friend and CEO at Prince Pipes and a proud partner of Lubrizol in this journey, to share his thoughts. Thank you.
Sure. Thanks, Vinay. I love the way you put it, that it's the women who makes the home. Right. So good. So I'm feeling truly honored to have the opportunity to deliver this closing thank you note for the Women of Vision Forum, which is very appropriately coinciding with the Women's Day. I truly believe that I think this platform has given a great way to acknowledge the leading work done by some of the women pioneers in the building material industry and beyond. Many congratulations to all the winners whose contribution has been recognized and rewarded. What really intrigued me was the depth of conversations across the panelists, which has truly been a learning experience for me as well equally. And something that stood out for me was what Sheila Ji from Shilpa Architects called out, to have built her office around nature 40 years back, and what now is termed as the biophilic architecture, which some of the buildings and the hospitals in Singapore take pride in, to have built the structures, buildings integrated with nature. And to have that kind of a vision way back then is truly, truly remarkable. Coming to our own industry within pipes and fittings, there are initiatives which are being taken by the Indian Plumbing Skills Council under the National Skill Development Corporation to bring in and train women with the plumbing skills. So I see that such initiatives serves a dual purpose. One, it breaks the stereotypes by joining the profession, which is still male dominated. And second, it creates a better employment opportunity, empowering women as equals, as some of the panelists also called out. I believe it is the platform like the one we had today, which will lend the required thrust to further the cause of women participation, not just at the grassroots level, but also across the hierarchy. So with that, thank you again to everyone at Reality Plus and Lubrizol for having brought this all together and bringing this amazing platform to life. Thank you, and over to you, Kavya.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Vinay and Mr. Vininder. I think both of you have shared some powerful words surrounding this beautiful initiative, and how this is not just a start. This is actually where it's all taking it forward. And I think both of you sharing your insights, even through the analogy of rover or landing for that matter, it's absolutely powerful. So thank you again for that. Thank you very much. With that, ladies and gentlemen, all of our attendees, it's now time for me to once again invite back on the main screen Ms. Sapna Srivastava, the editor, Realty Plus, to present the vote of thanks. She was indeed one of the ones to also give it a start for you all. So she will also be the ones to conclude this beautiful program for all of you. So with that, Sapna, over to you then.
Thanks, Kafia. It was indeed a spectacular day today, and what an exhilarating experience. We had women leaders from across segments and verticals of building design, development, and product manufacturing, deliberating on critical aspects of gender diversity. We also had, women achievers from the industry highlighting their unique achievements and their own personal journeys, how they went against all odds and have achieved their big dreams. So a big thank you from the entire Realty Plus team to all our speakers, awardees, and the amazing audience that shared their time. They shared their questions and queries, and they were here with us to celebrate this International Women's Day. A special thanks and gratitude to the Lubrizol Corporation that conceived this unique initiative, and the team that helped us put together this event. We couldn't have done it without you. Let me give a big thank you to Mr. O'Neill Pinto, Mr. Vincent Masiti, Mr. Binay Agarwal, as well as Vininder Baweja to be here with us, joining this event and sharing their views. Let me acknowledge the fantastic team effort of Realty Plus and the Lubrizol team working together to again put together this event and making it a successful foundation event. And not to forget, let me also express our sincere appreciation for our lovely host Kavya for so wonderfully taking us through this entire evening of conversations and celebrations. So thank you all. And Kavya, back to you now.
Thank you very much, Sapna. In fact, I must admit, the honor is mine that you've invited me to be a part of this beautiful celebrations. I think I have been even more inspired taking a look at these beautiful journeys of these fascinating women. So thank you for having me on board. And on that delightful note, we come to the fantastic closing of the Lubrizol CPVC Presents Women of Vision Summit and Awards, organized by Realty Plus Masterclass in association with FlowGuard Plus and Blaze Master. Thank you all once again for taking the time to be connected with us today. Your participation and presence truly made this evening memorable. On that note, we also wish you all good health and well-being, and we look forward to seeing you all soon, virtually, and with God's grace, of course, once we emerge from the pandemic. We can't wait to see you all in person. So thank you once again for joining us. Take care and God bless.
Bye all. Thank you.